workout. So I am streaming live on my YouTube channel at Feel Good with Lavina. Just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're subscribed for free because you'll get lots of updates when I go live and any new content. Just head over to the Feel Good playlist where this will be saved with hundreds of other workouts. And I also stream live on YouTube. So hello to my YouTube community. If you'd like to join us live on Zoom, on my Zoom community, you can head over to my newsletter on my website. It's just free and it gives you all the details about the sessions, any session reminders, and I send out the links via WhatsApp as well. So I have an amazing community. Keep interacting with me. This is your workout. It's for all ages and abilities. I'm on my own, unfortunately. My mother-in-law, it's our Jane Ambell religious period at the moment. So she'll be with me next week. I can see lots of Zoom participants are raring to go. I talk to them all at the end, but let's all start with a moment of breath work. So this is to get us into the right mode. We're often in that fight or flight mode, rushing around. It's a mindful minute, as I call them, little snacks for your mental health. These are your breathing snacks. And today we're just going to close our eyes, tune into your breath just for a minute or two. Try and inhale through your nose. There's lots of science through nasal breathing and its benefits. Exhale through your nose or let it all out through your mouth. Give yourself that time just to breathe in positivity, slowing down the breath, exhaling, releasing any tension. Just think about breathing in and out. And I'm going to guide you through the box breath today. You just do what you can. Imagine the shape of a box. You can use this technique anywhere. You're going to breathe in for 4, hold for up to 4, breathe out for 4, and hold at the bottom. So let's just do a couple of rounds. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Just keep your eyes closed. Have a moment to just resume your normal breaths. Have a sense check. See how you're feeling. Keeping those eyes closed. Just rubbing your hands, generating some warm heat. Place them over your closed eyes. Take a positive inhale. Exhale. Just open the eyes with your hands there. A little bit of light coming in. A smile on your beautiful faces. Breathing in positivity. Exhale, release the hands away. The box breath, very powerful, written up in my book with all of its benefits. How are you feeling? Give me a little thumbs up if you enjoyed that one. YouTube and Zoom, let me know how you're feeling. So, we are all about the Feel Good Fitness Prescription. Your active recovery today, when I'm talking, explaining the science, the benefits of movement, could be stepping on the spot. It could be seated steps if you're unable to stand for whatever reason. It could be simple heel raises. I'm giving you some options for active recovery. Anyone that's able to run on the spot, you can try and get in as many steps as you can from home. Sometimes we can't get out for a lovely feel-good walk in nature or around the block or even in the garden, whether it's weather or whether it's your body limitations with mobility. I want to encourage this for all ages and abilities. So even seated, when you're sitting on the sofa for too long, move your arms. We're going to get nice and warm. So we're going to move into our mobility snack section of the workout. moving through the body. So we're going to start to have a moment, seated or standing. We're going to do some lovely head circles. I love starting with these, especially if you do these workouts in the morning. You know they're all safe for you. But even if you've been sitting for too long, let's change direction, circling out. So just imagine a clock face in front of you. Relax the shoulders, getting all the joints and the muscles nice and lubricated, easing out any tension. We have our desk reset snack. A lot of you know, a lot of people are rounding their backs. We want to try and correct your posture. Imagine the shape of a desk, bringing those shoulders up, back an inch or two and down. So let's do that again. Up, back and down. Can you squeeze those shoulder blades together? Core tight. Engage your pelvic floor through this workout as well. And then adding in some arm circles. Let's alternate going backwards. We're going to do lots of different movements today. So really important to warm up. But also mobility is great for joint pain. I know a lot of menopausal women get joint pain. I know as we get older, there's osteoarthritis, arthritis. Normally, motion is lotion, but with all the exercises in this workout, if there's anything that doesn't feel right or you have a specific injury, please consult your healthcare professional. Relax there. We're going to add a few of my little Tai Chi moves. So we're just going to give our shoulders a little tap. So adding a bit of touch, a bit of tapping. We're just letting those arms swing like dead arms. So some of these lovely Tai Chi movements are very ancient. And you know, I do a lot of them in the morning. I shared those morning snacks. They're all on my YouTube channel and guided with my mother-in-law. The same with these ones, just pumping the arms, getting the lymphatic system going. If you're standing, you can add a little bounce here, just bending the knees a little bit, moving those arms up, connecting the breath with it. Lovely. We're going to add our golf swing. So here I'm going to tap my armpit, another meridian point, and give it a little tap as I swing round, really opening out the spine. You can do the seated. Mummy's demonstrated that on the 7-minute video. If you want to find that under the videos on my YouTube channel, follow along with that one. Breathing through. Doesn't this feel nice? Releasing everything off and relax there. We're going to circle out. So either if you're good with balance, you're going to hold on to something if you're able to stand, and you can maybe circle out one ankle, one wrist, just circular motion, just easing out those joints as well. Or you could do it seated, and then you're going to change direction. So that coordination is really good to keep our brains fit, to reduce our risks of things like dementia and Alzheimer's, but just getting our brains to be active. And can you feel like this, the joints, sometimes there's little clicks. We want to release that synovial fluid around the joints. If you're able to balance, always have support. We're going to do the other side. So ankle and wrist. I'm showing you without support here because you know I brush my teeth on one leg. We're going to come to balance snacks in a minute, but really important to just get everything nice and warm and lubricated. And then let's add in some heel raises. Great one for our soleus muscle. Lifting the heels up and down. Now, you have a few options. A seated version. You have the seated version if you haven't got any bone issues, any osteoporosis, any osteoarthritis. You could add a bit of a heel drop. This is a nice little low impact way to stimulate the bones with a bit of impact. If you don't have any osteoporosis or fractures, please let your body know what it can do. I'm giving you lots of options. You could stand, you could hold onto the wall, a sofa, table, lifting up and down, or you could do that with a bit of impact. So you can hear your heels dropping. Whichever version's good for you. You could even try it unsupported. Again, a little bit of balance work. Let's get those heels up and down. If you're able to, let's bring in the arms. Inhale, exhale if you've not got any support. Lifting up and down. Beautiful. 2 more. Our soleus muscle is like the second heart. So if you're not able to get up and move or go for a walk after meals, do some stair snacking or even these heel raises is going to really help to balance out the blood sugars after meals. I always remember to point that out. Are we feeling a bit warmer, everyone? Here, rest or get your steps in, seated or standing. I want you to grab a pair of old tights, a resistance band. Anything works. Something with a bit of stretch would be ideal. I love resistance bands. They come in different colors and you can challenge your muscles now. We're going to start building a little bit of resistance. So yes, let's start with this one today. So I can see some of my Zoom participants. We can open out and close. We can really open out the chest because again, a lot of this rounding, and I see it in young people's in their spines. So we want to try and really open out. The tighter you hold your band or pair of tights, the harder it is. Your muscles are going to have to work a little bit more. Tie it into your breath. Can you feel that lovely back and chest opening? And the more you do, the more that little burning sensation's going to come. I know, just try and smile through it. You are releasing the lactic acid around the muscles. Hopefully you'll feel like you're actually doing a little bit of work. Can you feel it yet? Let's give that a little break. Relax there. My famous shoulder floss, which you know I love doing, and I do it every morning. But I say to people, keep a band on your sofa, on your tables, on your studies, wherever you're working. That's it. Some of you on Zoom know. I can see you starting. You don't have to go all the way up and over with straight arms straight away, because I've seen young people struggle because of our sedentary lifestyles and technology. You could bend the arms if that's easier, and then you can build up to going as far back as you can. But over time, I would love you to practice this. Like I say, in the morning, flossing your teeth. Let's floss out our shoulders, because this is giving you that full range of motion in this big ball and socket joint to keep the shoulders nice and active. Can we do a few more? Breathing in and out. Again, challenge yourself. If it feels easy, hold the band or your tights or a belt, even like a belt or gown tie would do with this one. You're going to hold it closer and tighter together. If it's too hard, you do the opposite. Loosen up. I know it's hard. Can we do a couple more? Breathing in and out. Lovely. This should feel either like a release or it can feel quite challenging, but it's a really good one. And this is building strength now, because you know it's really important to build muscle mass. We start losing it over the age of 30, just like our bone density. And resistance bands are a great way at home just to get those muscles fired up. Think about little snacks. Add a few steps and we'll have a break, but little things that you enjoy from today's workout that I want you to take home as homework. Yep, Taruna Auntie's very good. She's on Zoom. She always does her homework. She's my star pupil. And I know a lot of you do, but think about maybe it's the shoulder floss. Maybe it was those heel raises, something that you can take away and commit to doing maybe once a day, 3 times a day, a movement that you enjoy. Let's do a little bit for our lats here, these muscles at the back that are really important for lifting, for pulling, our day-to-day functional activities. That's why we're building strength. So if you have a pair of tights or a band, or you could hold some light weights, we're going to keep one arm by our ear and the other elbow comes down the side and round, squeezing here until you really feel these muscles here working. So it's like it's a really targeted exercise. Breathing out as we go for that hard bit, inhaling on the release. Can you feel that? If it's more effective, just do one side for 5 repetitions, and then the other side. Think about your back straight, your core muscles nice and tight, and keeping that other arm straight. Obviously, the tighter you hold the band, the harder it is, the more resistance, yeah? So you can make this as challenging or as easy as your body wants it today, but this is a great one to do, even when you're sitting watching TV. Yeah, motion is lotion, like I keep saying. Add a little exercise snack in. The more exercise snacks you do, the more effective it is for everything from your blood pressure, your blood sugars, your blood fat levels, your blood cholesterol, every little key marker, and especially for our energy, our mood. Exercise is one of the best things we can sprinkle in through the day. How are we feeling? Let's leave the band for a little bit and let's move on to a little bit of leg strengthening now. So this is the probably most important part. There's so much research about leg strength. You can add your steps in while I'm talking. Leg strength and especially your brain. So, and leg strength and longevity. So how we're going to stay living, doing the things that we love and as independent as possible, right? So I go through lots of options here. Let's all take a seat. We've done heel raises. That's a great one for our lower body muscles, our calves. We could also do lifting up onto your heels, but lifting your toes off the ground. So we haven't tried that in a while. So lifting your toes up and down, and then maybe add the heel raises as well. Can you see that? So I could do that standing. You lift onto your heels and then your toes. Heels and then toes. I'm almost doing a rocking motion. Can you feel that? That could be a nice option for anyone that wants an easier option. Then we're moving on to our leg extensions, which I'd love you all to do because this is a really important exercise. This is getting those quadriceps. These muscles here that when people say I've got knee pain, we want to strengthen all the muscles around the knees. So that's what we're doing here. We're trying to add in exercises. You could add a nice hold. Lifting, you could point and flex the foot. So pointing the toe, bringing the toes towards you and bring it down. The longer the hold, the more you're going to fire those muscles up. So this is a great one to do seated. There is an option. So let's do 5 on each side. Holding out. Let's count down 3, 2, 1 and down and up again. 3, 2, 1 and down. Can you place your hands on your thighs? Can you get that mind to muscle connection? Come on, I want to get stronger and down. Let's lift up again. Hold it. 3, 2, 1 and down. Lovely. Last one on this side. 3, 2, 1 and down. Did you feel your muscles? Yes? No? Great one to do when you're watching TV. Yeah? So easy. Even under a table at dinner or in a restaurant. I often do heel raises or these leg extensions. Other one. 3, 2, 1 and down. Come on, really squeeze. Hold it, hold it. 3, 2, 1 and down. We're holding for 3 seconds. You can then challenge yourself to 5 seconds, 10 seconds. If anyone wants to keep holding while we're doing the last 2 reps, just hold out as long as you can. 3, 2, 1 and release. Last one. 3, 2, 1 and release. That is a great option if you can't do the next exercise, which is the sit and stand, which I would love everyone to do if you're able to. Otherwise, please use one of those options. Now, for the sit and stand or our squat, we have the chair as support. Some people might need a bit of support, so you can hold on to your chair or your armrest. Your feet are over shoulder width apart. Your knees are going out in line with your toes. I know some of you know what you're doing, so you can start body weight ones. Otherwise, let's lift up a few inches with the support of our chair coming down. Now, this just preps the muscles as well. This is a good one to do before the full sit and stand because you're starting to engage the glutes, your bottom, your thighs, your hamstrings. Keep your core in, your back straight. Anyone that's able to stand independently, you could put your hands over your shoulders. Think about your knees going forward as you're coming up, but out in the same direction as your toes. So not coming towards each other, coming out. I can see my toes. I squeeze my bottom at the top as I breathe out. I hold my stomach muscles in and I slowly go down. I want to stop you there. Everyone stop for 1 second. It might be standing up or it might be sitting. We're going to go down for 5 seconds. My mum reminded me, it's in my book, The Feel Good Fix as well, the importance of the eccentric, that negative movement. So we can slow it down. This is harder. If you find it difficult, just do what you can. So everyone standing up, we're going to go down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touch down and let's lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's harder, right? Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and squeeze, breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really squeeze those glutes at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do one more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You could be doing this with your leg extensions as well. And up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it harder? Have a little shake out. Yep. Time under tension. So with strength training, which I very clearly explain in my book, and there's 40 pages of the studies around all this stuff. I want to show you very quickly. There is a section that I would love you all to read if you have my book. It's page 61, and it's about, have a little sip of water, have a little shake out, progressive overload. This is where we increase our strength training, hopefully your weights, gradually over time. But when you can't increase your weights, you can change things like the tempo. You can increase the repetition, the number of times we do those sit and stands. You can increase the number of sets. So I want you to think about how you challenge yourself because we're all different. Let's do a weighted section. So I can see Vinu Uncle's grabbed my book, page 62, homework reading. It's just 3 or 4 pages explaining strength training. And there's these magical myokines, the hope molecules that scientists call, that get released when we're using our muscles, yeah? So hopefully your mood as well right now will be great. Now, if you are holding a weight, think about the weight you're holding. If you're doing leg extensions, you can hold out the weight, maybe challenge it forward and down. But let's try and do a few squats with the weight. So we're coming all the way up. You can slow it down and slow it going down, yeah? But this eccentric is really good and effective for results. We're building leg strength. We want to maintain our independence. This is mimicking. This is the one without the chair. So this is the squat. If you're more advanced, you can do it without the chair, but this is another option. You can go as low as you want, squeezing up. Now, when we get out of the bed, in and out of your car, on and off the toilet, do we think about it? No, but when you start losing your leg strength, when those things get difficult later in life, these are the exercises that I really want everyone to be doing to really age well for our health span. Squeezing up. We can do about 10 of these. The heavier your weight, and that is relative to your ability, the more challenging it's going to be and the more your muscle mass is going to increase. The more muscle mass you have, the more calories you burn at rest. I can see Sonal on Zoom has got a lovely heavier kettlebell. She's really challenging herself. Tarun Auntie's got 2 dumbbells she's holding now. I can see progress in my regular participants. If you're new, body weight is the best way. So no extra weight. You start off there and you slowly start adding in tin cans, plastic bottles, a rucksack. Can we do one more, everyone? Squeezing up. We spent a long time on probably the most important exercise. Carefully put your weights down, and that is your squat or your leg extension. Give your legs a little tap, a little bit of love, a little bit of tapping again. There is science behind this. My Sasu, who normally joins me, my mother-in-law, she loves this. She does this in the morning. So give yourself a little tap. I can see my mum on Zoom. Let's have a little tapping snack as a little break. You can hear my heart rate. The heavier you lift, I'm out of breath right now. It's like cardio, but I think strength training is even more important because you want to build that muscle mass. Yeah, that's what's going to keep us strong for life. Let's go into a bit of balance because that's a key component of these workouts. Like I said at the start, so if you're not able to balance, have a few options. You could try and lift up one leg, both legs and hold, or you could just try and stand with support. You start off with. I always say brush your teeth on one leg, and there's targets for different age groups written in my book, backed by science. Hold on, let's try and go for, let's do 15 seconds. You can stop and start if you need to. You can hold on or you can balance, but make sure you've got the wall or chair as support. I don't want anyone falling. Let's go for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Did anyone manage to do that? Give me some thumbs up. YouTube, let me know as well. Mum, did you do that? My mum did that. Well done. So balance has really improved since her knee operation. It's been 20 weeks. 10 seconds is the biggest indicator of longevity, yeah? And it's going to reduce your risks of a premature death. So practice balance. We've gone a little bit higher. You know, I can do it without support, and you could do more advanced, a tree pose. Let's go to the other leg. It might be different. Do not worry. Stop and start if you need to. We're just going a bit extra. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Count down with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Anyone manage to do the other leg? Yes or no? Great work, guys. So we sometimes just do 10 seconds because of the ease in this, quick workout, and you can build up. Now, what I want you to know is that's going to reduce your risks of falls. One last challenge for homework. If you're regularly brushing your teeth on one leg, you've got your sink as support, can we try holding on and maybe going in? So you lift your leg in front of you, then out to the side, make sure there's nothing in the way, and then backwards. So hold on for support. Let's just do 2 on each side. So if you can stand up, otherwise if not, even just doing this to the side and touching backwards, that flexion under your chair, if it allows you to, or on the floor. So if you can, with or without support, front, I would say support, side, and then pushing the leg back. So you're kind of kicking in different directions, front, side, hold on to support, it's much easier, even I'm holding on, and back, because you want to build up that pattern in your brain, and then your body will allow you to do it as this leg gets strong, because that's taking all your body weight. that is going to test your balance a bit more. A little bit harder. So that's a good one for homework. Let's do the other side. Obviously, please have support. I'm just coming a little bit closer to show you. I'm going front. I'm coming out to the side. Feel that in your glutes and your thigh muscles. And I'm pushing back. Hold on to your stomach muscle. That's keeping your center of your body, that stability. Front, side, and back. Shall we try one more with support or without? Just do what you can. Front, side, and back. I've seen someone also say, spell out your name. So you could do that while you're the little letters, yeah, holding on. It's quite nice for your brain, just something different. Let's march it out, everyone. Let's get a little quick cardio snack in. So for this one, I want you to add a bit of boxing. So this is the best stress reliever. Get out all your tension, any worries, anything that's pent up. Grab your tin cans, plastic bottles, very light dumbbells. Let's go for about up to 30 seconds. You could go as fast or as slow as you want with the feet. You punch out the arms. Get rid of any stress or tension. This is getting the heart rate up. We are adding a nice little bit of intensity. We're challenging the lungs, the respiratory system, keeping it strong to protect ourselves from heart disease, cardiovascular disease, coronary heart disease, strokes, heart attacks, all the things around your heart. Can we punch out? And I want you to count down. 10, 9, counting is so great for your brain. 8, 7, come on, 6, 5, even seated. 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Did that get you out of breath? How out of breath are you? 0 is you're doing nothing. 10 is, Lavina, I'm so out of breath, I can't do any more. Show me on your hands what number you're at there in the highest part. My mum's a 7, Tarun Auntie 10, great effort. Purnim Auntie a 9. These are all the people on Zoom. YouTube, let me know in the comments. Vaishanti, I think you were 8. Super work. So that's your little baseline. Should we add one more? Let's get our heart rate down. Take a few deep breaths. This is very good training for your heart because you go up to a spike and then I want you to bring it down. It's a little interval training. Then we're going to build it back up. If you were doing nothing and you say, I don't have time to exercise, Lavina, I'm too busy. Does that sound familiar? Could you add in 30 seconds walking on the spot, a bit of boxing, some star jumps, some squats every hour? Yeah, that if you get to 11 minutes a day of snacks, that has incredible scientific benefits to your health. It can be as effective as the long workout sometimes we can't fit into your health indicators. It's so amazing, right? So think about that. So think about sprinkling things in. So let's go into star jumps. This is when I miss my mother-in-law. She loves the star jumps. So we're going to give ourselves a clap. There is an option I want to show you that I saw standing, which is more of a step out to the side. Or you could add a little jump. These are normally low impact workouts, but if you've got no osteoporosis issues, you want to get your bones a little bit of impact, you could add the jump. The seated version, you can go fast or slow or even double leg here. Let's have a bit of fun with it. Come on, imagine you are back in the playground, a little child, just doing your star jumps. No worries in the world. This is good for your pelvic floor health as well. You've got to use those muscles, especially if you add the jumps in. Let's clap for 5, 4. You are all stars of mine. 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Where are you now? Out of 10. Give me those numbers. Take a few deep breaths. Anyone out of 10? I know Vinu Uncle's looking at his tracker. Is it looking high? Oh, he's a 10 out of 10. That means his tracker is showing very good effort. Well done. It is your workout. We're not comparing. We're just motivating each other, yep? And when I see 70, 80, 90-year-olds, even the 100-year-old that used to join from the care home, joining these workouts, I hope it's inspiration for you all. The age is just a number and you can keep moving. It's all relative. Even if you're sitting and moving, it's better than just sitting still. Upper body. What is the queen of upper body exercises? You know, I can hear you, the press-ups. Yes, Sonal, I saw you, your mouth is saying it on Zoom. We're going to go towards the wall, or if anyone's progressed to their kitchen counter, or if anyone wants to do floor, which I don't go through all the detail, but you know my book has all the information, little snacks and QR codes. You just take your camera and it takes you straight to follow along videos to explain the press-ups and how you can progress to the floor. But let's go to the wall as a starting point for everyone. You have your core tight. I want you to do about 15 today if you can. 10 to 15. Obviously, beginners, do what you can. Hands are at shoulder height. You have a straight line from your head to your heels. You're going to bend the elbows, come towards the wall and push away, breathing out. Thinking about all the upper body muscles. If you're not able to stand, I want you to do them against your thigh. Pressure against your thighs, bending the elbows, push away. This looks easy, but you're still engaging those muscles. Inhale, exhale. Against the wall to make it harder, you can move your feet 1 or 2 inches further away. And like I said, the press-ups against the kitchen counter or a table or the back of your sofa, any fixed object that won't move is going to be lower. It's going to be more progression, which is where I want you, because these are going to keep you strong in the upper body. Inhale, exhale. Let me have a look. Keep going for me if you can. Let's have a look on Zoom. Very good. I know lots of you stepped away from the camera to find a wall or your kitchen counter or a table. When you've done your 10 to 15, I'm going to quickly get a couple in on the floor because I haven't had a chance this morning. Inhale, exhale. This is the progression. I don't normally show these, but this is how I do them. In the morning, I'm trying to do 12 or 13 every morning. You can do what you can. Circle out your wrists. So why do we do these? After knee surgery, hip surgery, any type of time when your lower body is injured, even when you're younger, yeah, playing sport, any injury. If you need to stand up, you sometimes need that support. You can press against your arms. You can lift your body weight up. These arms have to be strong to lift and to carry, to pick things, to do all of our functional movements. Just march out for a second and just circle out the shoulders. We are going to add in a couple more moves for our upper body nice and quickly, just having a quick check on time. So we have the triceps here. I'm going to show you 3 different options and you're going to choose one. The hardest is the dips. I don't often show these. Your chair has to be stable. Off the edge of your sofa would be great, even off the edge of your bed. You don't have to do these. You have your hands on the edge. Your elbows are going to go back and you're going to come off the edge. You're going to go down with your elbows pointing back, squeezing up. This is the more advanced move. I don't recommend that to everyone. The next move is to get a weight. So we're going to grab a water bottle or a dumbbell. If you've done this one before, we're going to bring it behind our heads carefully. I'm holding one end. I'm going to check my elbows are back and together by my ears, my biceps. My arms are by my ears. Seated or standing, straight back. I'm going to lift the arms up, straighten those muscles. Breathe in, coming down. Now, can you keep those elbows close together and back? Relax your shoulders and your chin, your jaw, no tension. Inhale, exhale. Breathing out. I'm going to show you from the back. That weight goes down and I extend. And even seated, lots of you doing it seated, lifting up, squeezing. We're targeting these bingo wings, yep? The lovely tricep muscles. Come on YouTube, lots of hearts. Someone is loving this exercise. Inhale, exhale, squeeze up. Can we do 3 more? I know it's challenging. Try and bring those elbows in towards your ears. 2. And obviously, the heavier the weight that you use, you gradually build up and get heavier. Relax there. Now, before we go on to another set of those, I want to show you the other option. You could have one hand or both hands could have a light weight. The elbow is glued to the side of my body. It's stuck there. And then I'm straightening it out at the back. That's also getting my triceps. These are kickbacks. I'm coming in a slightly forward position, but I'm keeping that elbow glued to the side of my body, and then I'm pushing it back. If you put your hand on that muscle, you should be able to feel that. Your tricep, it has 3 heads, yep? That's how the muscle is made up. And it's a really good one if you can feel it. This could be hard. Stomach muscles in, exhaling, lengthening and in. Let's try the other side. Or if you don't like that one, go back to these or the dips, whichever one you want to do. But let's try the other side if you are. Shoulders back and down, desk reset snack, elbow glued to the side. And I'm going to touch that muscle so I can feel it. If you can't, don't worry. Hand on hip. Extending back. The straighter it goes back, the more you're going to engage that muscle. Coming in, breathing out, squeeze back and in. Good. I can see lots of you on Zoom really trying this one. Can you feel it? Are those muscles engaged? Whatever works for you. I've given you 3 different options because this is quite a hard muscle group to engage. Let's finish with a few of these. I think this was probably the favorite because you can feel this, and this is a good one to extend up. The heavier the weight, obviously the more you're going to challenge the muscles. So come back to this workout, play it again. I want you to be doing these feel-good workouts maybe 2 to 3 times a week. That would hit the government guidelines of physical activity. Relax there. Let's finish with one quick bicep blitz here. These important muscles for lifting, carrying our shopping, our grandchildren, picking things up off the floor. 2 tin cans to start or heavier weights to progress. Again, desk reset snack, the shape of a desk. Let's fix our spine, stomach muscles tight, palms are forward. They're curling up towards my shoulders, breathing out and slowly coming down. Can we do that? 5 seconds, coming down on this one. Coming up, keep your wrists nice and strong and come down. This could be done seated when you're watching your TV at night or whenever you're sitting for too long. You could just add in 3 sets of 10 would be amazing to get those biceps lovely and strong and to increase your weight, that progressive overload gradually over time. Can you feel this, everyone? Breathe out. Get your mind to these muscles, yep? The science shows the more you focus on that muscle growth, the better the results. There's a lot of great research out there on strength training. Breathe out and release. If it was difficult, drop the weight or just go to your maximum, yeah? Go to tin cans and just finish off for a couple of sets, or just body weight. Really feel it. Say, I am strong, I am strong. 2 and 1. Throw in some positive affirmations. You know I love them. If you can, hold on. Let's hold on to the weight, because we're going to do a bit of grip strength. We're going to walk forwards and back if you've got a bit of space, or you can just hold on, even seated. I want you to just hold for about 30 seconds, because that's improving your grip strength. Maybe walking forwards on a tightrope for a bit of balance. Walking backwards is great if you've got a bit of space. Make sure you've got no obstacles. My mom's been doing this in the swimming pool. I love doing it on the beach or in a park. If there's literally, I know there's nothing in your garden, barefoot on the grass for a bit of grounding as well. The science is great. Otherwise, just hold on to your weight. Think about your grip strength. When do we do this? When we're carrying our shopping, yeah, carrying loads. We want that grip strength to maybe even open those jars. When we're getting older, it gets difficult, but actually grip strength is another great indicator for longevity, for your health span, how long you're going to be able to live independently. Let's relax there. I think Nimu Ben, who's my little superstar at the moment, is on here on Zoom. I will talk to everyone at the end. She does a lovely exercise. It just reminded me. She does 1,000 steps. She said walking on her heels with her hands up. It's quite difficult, everyone. And she does it on her toes, her tiptoes. That's inspiration, yep. And she is nearly, I won't even say her age, she's nearly 90, yeah? She's 89. So how amazing is she? That's something to aspire to. Practice that one for homework. Let's just do our lovely stretch. We're going to finish off out of time. Lots of things I want to show you, but stretch is the most important, to stretch out the muscles that we've just worked. Let's start with those triceps. This is quite a hard stretch that I want people to practice every day to help their posture. Bring that elbow up towards your ear. So if you're here, try and straighten the body up. Bring it back, add a bit of pressure. Some people, if you can, try and touch. Can I touch? Not at the moment. A little bit tight. Can you touch your fingers at the back with the other arm? Maybe. No, otherwise let's just add a little bit here, and you could add a little side bend. You can do this all seated. Really important to stretch to reduce risk of injury, to reduce the soreness. You might remember Lavina after some of the new exercises today. In a day or two, Sonal's nodding on Zoom in a nice way, but also for your flexibility, your suppleness. Stretching is something I do daily when I wake up, before I even get out of bed, before bed, anytime during the day when I'm tight. Let's have a seat, everyone. Let's stretch out our legs. We did quite a lot with our legs. So the guide is to show you as much as I can in this workout, but think about what you can take from it. Let's do both legs today. Flex your toes towards you. Keep those legs as straight as possible. Don't worry if you can't touch your toes. Maybe rest on your shins or your thighs. And just let the head, neck, and shoulders relax. I want you to feel a long stretch. If this is really difficult, you could add that resistance band or belt around your feet if it feels good, just to literally lean forward. But try and relax the shoulders, the neck, the upper body, and feel that lovely stretch. Just hold for another breath or two, deep breaths, bringing the heart rate back to normal. Taking a bit of time for your self-care like this. Lovely work. We have two options here. We can hug a knee in if possible. Maybe add in some ankle rotations. Or if you want, you can try and put one foot on the opposite leg, and maybe push out that knee to open out the hips, the glutes. You could even lean forward to make it deeper. Flex this toe towards you to protect that knee. So the toe that's resting, just flexing that foot. Whichever one feels good, lovely. I would love you to hold stretches for up to 30 seconds if we had more time, but you can do that for homework for me. So either hugging the knee in or coming in this position, even just easing this out and feeling that lovely stretch. Yep, our hips get really tight. So even the hip circles that we sometimes do, but even a lovely stretch like this four-figure stretch is really great. You can try this lying down as well. Coming and relaxing, lovely work. Stretching out our biceps finally. Just putting your hand on the palm and just lengthening that out. Can you feel that in the front? Just pushing your fingertips towards you. Deep breath, smile, you have done it. You've invested in your health. You've made it to today's workout. Other side. You have done brilliantly. Even if you manage to do a minute, that counts. Especially science shows over the age of 60, even a minute of exercise a day is beneficial. You know, I love my feel-good hugs, like a seated or standing cat-cow, opening out your arms, arch your back, lift through your chin, take a positive inhale, round the back, hug yourself, create that C shape in your spine, open out your vertebra, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone under. You can do this seated, give yourselves a pat on the back, a bit of self-love, and then we have our feel-good finish. So we're going to take a lovely seated or standing positive inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release any tension, negativity, stress. I hope you feel like it's all gone, because that's the power, the magic of movement, releasing those feel-good endorphins. Positive inhale. If it's not, release it all here. Get rid of it. One big positive inhale. This time, hands at the top. Capture that positivity. Bring it down to your heart center. Close your eyes for 1 second before we rush off to our busy lives. Have a moment of gratitude. Take a bow. Say something lovely to yourself, some self-love. Like, I am so grateful for my healthy, strong body. Well done, Lavina. Well done, everyone. Give yourselves a big clap. It is such an honor to train you all. I can see lots of you joining me live. If you join this after, do drop a comment. I love to hear how you get on. I talk to my Zoom community now. As I said, if you'd like to join us on Zoom, go to my newsletter on my website. I have a WhatsApp group. My only goal is to try and share these workouts as wide as possible so I can help more people to feel good and get them strong for life. And if you could just share this workout with your friends on WhatsApp, one friend, a neighbor, a family friend, grandmother, niece, anyone that it can help. Men and women of all ages are welcome. So lots of love. And I do want to get them into care homes. If you know anyone in a care home, that's very dear to me after seeing my nanny in a care home with Alzheimer's. I'd love them to have them as part of their weekly activity plan. They could just play whichever workout off YouTube. It doesn't have to be on a Friday at 10, or any schools with disabilities, anyone that it can help. Sending love, happy Easter everyone, and I'm going to talk to everyone on Zoom now, so you can unmute and I'll save this on YouTube. Well done everyone.